Hello, Lake Deaton family and friends. Today is Saturday, July 18th. Can you believe how fast the time is going? How fast and how slow? Because it goes fast when I look at the calendar, it goes slow as I think that we're still in this pandemic. But I'm excited to continue our Psalm study, and I just praise God for this technology that we have, that we're able to connect and to encourage us to continue, just going to the Word and connecting with God and doing our personal devotional every day. And when I was today's reading is Psalms 52, 53, and 54, and they were all written by David, King David, even though they were written at a time when he was not king yet. They're short, so it'll take very quickly. You can read them. But I had a question before you read them, or you may have read them already, but I'm sure all of us have experienced betrayal at one point or another in our lives. We had a friend that has betrayed us, or someone close to us, and you remember the pain that you feel from that betrayal, maybe anger, maybe frustration, and desire for revenge. And this is exactly where the Psalm 52 and 54 is written from. And I wonder, what do we do when we are betrayed? What is our first reaction? Is it anger? Is it trying to find a way to avenge ourselves or justify ourselves? And so I kind of like that we have this psalm, because it reminds us that the writers of the psalms are human and they're real, just like we are. So David had been running away from Saul. David had been already anointed that he would be king one day, but instead of king, he's running away from King Saul and trying to find places to hide. And there's in two occasions, two different people that betray David and tell Saul, David is hiding here and David is hiding over there. And so David in his prayer is crying out to God to avenge him, to say, look, these people are wicked. They are my enemies. They have done this. They are seeking to destroy me. And what I like about those Psalms is that it teaches us that when in our frustration, in our anger, the first place we need to run is to God, and that God is okay. He can take it. He can listen to us, and in a sense, it's better that I would say to God, God, would you avenge me? Would you justify me? Than me taking things in my own hands and me trying to prove my innocence, or me trying to avenge myself. So, and then in the middle of those two psalms, there's a meditation where David writes about the fact that it says only fools believe that there's no God, saying, the wise person is able to recognize and see that God is at work. So my activity for today is that you would just walk around today and observe, where is God at work today, and identify. Even in these times of pandemic, if you're staying at home by yourself most of the day, identify where and how is God at work, because God doesn't stop because of the pandemic. He is still at work. And then at the very end of the psalm, uh, uh, David writes, it is, I will sacrifice a voluntary offering to you. I will praise your name, O Lord, for it is good. So I think it's a call to us that after we have poured out our frustration, our anger, our whatever is going on to God, then we might be able, it's kind of like a cleansing has happened in us. We're able to just throw everything out and just say, and now I can praise you, Lord, because you are a good God. You are faithful. I was speaking to somebody that today that was telling me that they have been praying for something for a long time and they see no answer. And I just encourage them to keep on praying. Sometimes we don't see the answer right away, and it takes a long time. It teaches us endurance and patience to continue to lift up that prayer request to God. So I invite you, if you still have anger and frustration from a betrayal in your past, bring it to the Lord. Just pour out your feelings to Him and say, this is how I feel. And it would be amazing what cleansing we experience when we're able to do that. God is so good. He doesn't want us to carry that inside of us. He wants us to just pour it out and allow Him to pour His grace over us. So continue on your study of the Psalms. Continue basking in the variety of the Psalms, the laments and the praises, on the just crying out to God and using them as your own prayers to lift up to God. So thank you for listening. God bless, and I'll see you sometime. Bye-bye.